Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive and productive way possible. And before I turned on the video, I was trying to get into your energy, and wow. I'm sorry. It was so harsh. It was so harsh that I had to resage, and I just had to do my pre-recording rituals. I had to clear the energy. Holy crap. So, let's see what we can do to figure out a little help for you. I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscribes. Yes. Helping me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. You have a book. That's why I was hesitating, because holy crap. But I just feel like there's a lot going on with you, and so it might take a book. Okay. So usually I don't read if they're upside down when I'm doing this part, but I'm actually going to this time because I think it matters. I think it matters. So we have a lot, and I'm going to go through it, and then we'll turn the camera down. I just, I feel like you need a little connection. So let's see what we have here. We start out with the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be marriage, could be your discerning your spirituality. It could be institutions, such as you work for a large corporation, company, military, hospital system, something like that. So it might have something to do with that. That feels really heavy with this. It feels like heavy energy, not like necessarily good energy. So I feel like you feel, oh, what's the word I want? Really frustrated by it. And then we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is, it's blocked energy. It's, I'm not dealing with this. There's way too much on my plate. I'm freaking not dealing with it. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is the clean slate, and this is exciting energy. And as a matter of fact, I really want to put this right here front and center, because I think there was a real imbalance going on in your life, because we have the Six of Pentacles in the inverse position, where give and take was not even and balanced. But here's the good news. We have the Wheel of Fortune rolling in your favor. And that's excellent. So I'm going to put that on top and hide the imbalance. I think things are turning around. We also have this Ten of Wands in the reverse. Like your plate was full and things are off the plate now, and now we're down to the one. Like you just like, that was too much to carry, and I'm dropping that. We have this exciting energy of the Page of Wands. I am out looking for my next new adventure. I am discerning my way through the dark because he's using a flashlight, but people are cheering him on. People are cheering this guy on with the Wheel of Fortune. And you have this beautiful soulmate energy of the Six of Cups, of good stuff there. And so, yeah, in general and overall, things are looking up, I guess we should say. I feel like opportunity is knocking. The wheel is turning, but man, that was some really tough energy to start with. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a feeling this is going to be a long video, but today they're all been long videos. You know, sometimes they go really fast, and then sometimes we have these like today where there's just like, oh my gosh, no, I really need to take the time. And so we're going to do that. And so the moon starts out on on Sunday, it's in Taurus. And for you, Virgo, that's in your 9th house of spirituality, of higher learning, research, long distance travel. So, you know, that spirituality with that Hierophant showing up, you know, there's an acceptance. There's an acceptance, and I feel for you there was an acceptance of a situation, and maybe now it's the acceptance of some help. Although I don't really see help necessarily coming, I just feel like you're at the end of a big cycle and you're starting on a new cycle, and I think you've just kind of accepted that that's where things are going, and things were very static. You have static conditions here, ice and frost, and maybe you've just accepted that this situation wasn't going where you needed to go, and this week you're going to try to get things moving forward, and that would be really great, because on Monday when that moon is in Gemini, and Mars is in Gemini right now, and so that's a lot of forward moving energy. The moon is in the position of growth and self-love, and so while the growth might really be coming through your spirituality, through your connection, through your discernment of where you're going from here, but make sure that it is filled. Fill up your own cup with self-love. Don't be looking for someone else to love you. Love yourself first. And so the best way to do that is always to start with self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for not being perfect, which Virgo, none of us are. And I know you strive so hard to get things right, to do things right, to do things the way you're supposed to do them, to make them turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. And it's really frustrating and infuriating when you like did this, did that, and you did everything right and it didn't work. And I think sometimes that, you know, we can work really hard to make everything be perfect, but if we're working on the wrong aspect of our life, Spirit comes in and says, that's not working. We're letting that go. So right now you just need to love yourself. Okay, you have Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. I feel like you're going to learn something that makes you go, oh, okay, I guess it had to be like that. We have Trust in the Unknown, so you don't have all the information that's coming in. We have Surround yourself with protective energy and drop your shield. And I don't really know what to tell you because those do not match. But I feel like that's that imbalance that you're feeling. So maybe you feel like I need to drop it, I need to protect myself. I need to drop it, I need to protect myself. I need to drop it, I need to protect myself. That's that Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And so I think that the information is coming. If you need to guard your heart a little bit, okay, but you can't grow it if it's guarded. Maybe you need to protect it from one aspect of your life and open it up in another. Maybe you need to block somebody out, but allow somebody else in. Boy, that's tough. I am really sorry. Okay, so that's going on in your career house. Ooh. So maybe you're transitioning in a career situation and nothing seems to be happening very fast. And sometimes this acceptance card makes me think it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So, trust in the unknown. Healing information is coming in. So maybe you get some information. Maybe that's what this Ace of Wands here is about. Maybe that's where the Wheel of Fortune is turning. Okay. You have waves of prosperity, new abundance, exciting opportunities wash over you now. When that moon on Wednesday moves into Cancer Wednesday night at 11:31 Eastern Daylight Time, and we have about nourishing. Look at the flow of abundance coming down from the heavens, and then we have this waves of prosperity. That looks really, really good. Also, the path is opening up. So this is Wednesday night, Thursday. This is Thursday here, the path. And Friday is assessing. And so maybe what you don't know at the beginning of the week, you start to understand and see. Maybe this running through the dark with a flashlight. Maybe you stumble on something and you find something. The wheel starts turning in your favor and you get the information you need that allows you to allow the abundance to come in. And maybe there's more than one opportunity, but I don't think so because the Ten of Wands was in reverse and the Ace of Wands is in the upright. But maybe you figure out which one it is, and that's why there's only one, and you discerned. Because here we have on Saturday with the moon in Leo, in your first house, no, in your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes. Look at all those fears floating around. You've got to let some of those go. In fact, I would say you need to let go nearly all of them, and you need to discern which ones are valid or which ones you can deal with right now, because she only has one cage and a lot of fears. You need to let them go. She's got them on a string. She could easily, they're trying to get away, let them go. Let them go. You don't need them. So release what you can. Try to simplify. And start saying things like, I am prosperous. I have abundance in all areas of my life. I am in an emotionally satisfying situation. The more you say the I am statements, I know I say to do them with the new moon, and if you haven't checked out your new moon video, you should certainly do that. But every day, irregardless of if it's a new moon or not, use an I am affirmation statements when everything feels like this energy felt to me would be very beneficial to you. Ooh. Okay. So, I see you coming out of the sadness, the sad embrace. Coming out of the sadness, letting it go, so you can allow for a new opportunity of coming together to come in. So releasing your fears and releasing what's not working to make space in your life and to allow better stuff to come in. That coming together, it looks like a soulmate situation. We have the soulmate card here. Could totally be soulmate. Could be a love situation. It also could be a career that you love. It's in your house of hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes. So it really doesn't matter. What are you hoping for? What is your biggest desire? We have waves of prosperity coming. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you. But don't forget, we have the protection card here. And we have the protection card here. So while you're running forward, oh, that's drop your shield. Wrong one. This one. So as you're moving forward, and it's an arrow, which looks a lot like this one. So as this new beginning starts, make sure you're being careful. Maybe what you did in the past was you didn't protect yourself enough, and maybe you need to do a little bit more self-protection in your financial situation. You know, not necessarily your heart. I'm not a fan of being self-protecting of your heart to the point where you don't allow opportunities to come in and allow growth to happen. But I do think that when it comes to financial stability, that we need to be much more careful, right? Because shouldn't be counting on other people. It's always risky. And you shouldn't be counting on other people to make you feel worthy and worthwhile. That's your job. That's your job. You need to understand and believe in yourself and know that you are worthy, you are worthwhile. That's your job. So protect yourself, love yourself, nourish yourself, let go of the fears that are unfounded or just tying you down, and focus on what you can do. You know, this arrow is also an arrow that points in a direction. This wand looks like an arrow. It's pointing in a direction. You can create what you want. You are the co-creator of your life. And if you are letting yourself say, oh, all these things happen to me, you're not creating what you want. You're creating what you don't want. So create what you want. Speak in the affirmative. I am. I have. My life is amazing. And when things seem to fall apart, that's really just because it was built on a faulty foundation, and Spirit goes, oh, my child that I love so much, there's something so much better for you. Let me just knock this down and get this out of the way so you can go out there and create what is really so much better and so much more abundant for yourself. So go out there and create what you want. All right, let's be back here for the full moon and for the weeklies. That full moon completes our full moon in Libra, seeing which it's been this long letting go process. I think you'll feel so much better by the time the sun moves into Taurus, which would be also in a trine with your sign. So I think you're going to really like it. Trine energies are good, comfortable energies. And for you, that'll be in your 5th house of, no, it won't be in your 9th house. It'll be in your 9th house of long distance travel, spirituality, all that stuff. So, but I think you will find that you'll feel so much better by the time we get to the end of April. So hang in there, keep moving forward, create what you want, focus on what you want, not on what you don't have or don't want, because if you focus on that, you'll continue to not have it. And that would be sad. All right, so be happy. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. You can decide to make it great, so choose great. All right, bye.